Happy birthday, America. As the nation celebrates Independence Day, I wanted to take some time to remember the accomplishments of this past year and note some significant anniversaries as we mark our 244th birthday. The global pandemic, the novel coronavirus commonly known as COVID-19, has challenged all of us in some unanticipated way and affected many of our families and community neighbors personally. Yet the community remains strong and laser focused on mission while protecting ourselves and our entire NAFEC family. Our security team continues to man their posts, an enduring, never-fail mission keeping the base secure 24/7, 365. And our operations team continues to provide a functioning airfield for the nation's pilots to train. Navy, Marines, Army, and Air Force, along with many NATO allies, have all operated from Brashew Airfield within the past year. There are innumerable people to thank for keeping the base support mission running, which it has without pause throughout the pandemic crisis.
We have all adapted to a new environment, operating every day while fighting through the challenges that COVID has brought us. Even routine things such as observation of morning and evening colors now are different. Yet our Navy and our nation's traditions and heritage carry on. 2020 marks the 75th anniversary of some key battles in the war in the Pacific, ultimately leading to its conclusion. As the island hopping campaign across the Pacific was achieving its results, in February, combined Navy and Marine forces retook Iwo Jima and then liberated the Philippines later in March. Carrier air power sunk the super destroyer Yamato, and amphibious forces landed on Okinawa. Shortly after, U.S. Air and Maritime forces began focused operations against the Japanese mainland, eventually resulting in unconditional surrender and the end of the Second World War. Carrier air power played a significant role in achieving that victory, and carrier air power remains a central element of all operations today. NAFEC continues to play an irreplaceable role in generating that lethality. As many of you will enjoy some downtime this holiday weekend, as able around the restrictions necessary to protect us all, it's important to remember that much of our nation's armed force remains deployed downrange this 4th of July, many of whom operated from this very airfield since we last celebrated our independence. The Navy continues to be the visible representation of our flag and the face of the nation's resolve around the world. In the Middle East, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower remains poised to respond to crisis. The crew of Mighty Ike, along with her escort USS San Jacinto, just yesterday broke the Navy record for consecutive days at sea, 161 and counting. In the Pacific, USS Ronald Reagan and Theodore Roosevelt carrier strike groups, along with USS America expeditionary strike groups, are providing presence and deterrence, a visible aspect of our nation's will and capability in this era of great power competition. Many of the Navy and Marine pilots flying missions from those ships today trained here before deploying, some even within the past 12 months. I ask you to keep the families with deployed sailors in your mind this holiday weekend. On this 4th of July, things on base are different than most years. In an effort to keep COVID at bay, we find ourselves with fewer facilities open and unable to join together in community events such as a fireworks display. We've had to find innovative ways to operate and will continue to do so until COVID is past an opening. I ask you to join me now in celebrating our nation's birthday with our NAFEC Independence Day celebration as we observe evening colors. My very best wishes to you all this 4th of July weekend. Stay healthy and stay strong.